Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I'm using the stone edge mold, and this is a mold from Crystal Resin Art, and I wanted to have this for a long time because I love this edge. So these edges are reassembling stones, or you could also say it's like a crack effect at the edge. So I really love it, and I want to pour a sort of crackle effect, but with a little bit black and white as well. You will see what I'm doing. I have here my black, and I added 1 drop of the pigment drops into my black, and you see it's already rather dark. I'm using here the Ultracast resin. I really needed to think which resin I used. It's the Ultracast resin. And like I said, I added 1 drop in my transparent black of the pigment drops. The pigment drops are from Etta Art, and I wanted to make sure that the bottom of the mold is with this transparent black, but also the edge. So now I have my white. I made the white rather opaque, and I'm just pouring like a spiral. Sorry, my voice, I don't know what's wrong. Anyway, you see I'm pouring my spiral very, very thick, and I'm using all the resin I have in my cup. And yeah, it's really thick what I'm doing there, because I want the edge to have this black and white. This is the target I have, and that's why I'm using also a lot of white. And then I can start pouring my colors. So I have here the orange, and it's the light orange from Etta Art. I will show you in a second. Here it is. It's a beautiful mica powder, and I'm pouring this into the center. It's a very easy pour. I didn't let my resin sit or anything. It's just, straight away from my cup, and then I mixed my colors. Then I have here my white, and I'm using here the interference pearl and also a few of the pigment drops, so that the white is also very heavy. That's what I wanted. And I'm pouring this on top of my light orange tone. So you see it there, and it has a very nice and creamy sheen. I really love it, mixing interference colors with my white, because it has a very beautiful sheen and also consistency. I really like it. So now I have my clear resin. I just pour this into the center, and I'm using rather a lot of clear resin, as you can see. And then I will be altering my colors again. I leave a little bit for my final push, but only a little bit. And now I just use the torch, just very carefully. And now I'm using again my mixture of the pigment drops and the interference pearl. It's very beautiful. I really love it. Yeah. You see, it's a little bit less than I would do for my first white, which I poured. And then I have this orange still left, and I'm pouring this as final layer. I'm very curious how the blendings will be if I succeed if I get these black and white edges, because I want to have it look like a stone with something inside, like a crystal sword effect, but of course with the crackle technique. I'm very, very curious how this is gonna look like. And now I just use a little bit of my clear resin, which I still had in my jar, but I'm pouring very carefully, because I don't want to have a clear center. I want to make sure that there's color in the center, but not yeah, a clear part, because I didn't want to put any stones or any glitter into my resin piece. And you see, I succeeded here that it's not getting clear. So to get this effect that you don't have a clear center, just be very careful and don't use too much resin, clear resin. And now the final torch again, and then I can let my resin work, and hopefully, yeah, it will create nice effects. So with the resin, you never know. And it was the first time I was pouring into this mold. And when you have different molds, it's always you need to get used to your molds. That's what I have. So I'm very curious. And now you have the time lapse where you can see how the resin is moving. It's very nice. And this is the next day, and you see it moved even more. And I can demold. It goes very easily out of this mold. You see it, and I'm very curious. And let's have a look. And look at this. This is the effect I wanted to achieve, to have this black and white at the edges, and then yeah, this awesome crackle effect. And actually it looks really little bit like the skin of a snake, especially at the edges. I really adore this. And I will show you the final result, because at the lower part I added some pearl. I had some acrylic paint, and it was a pearl color, and I added it to my black cracks there of the stone edge mold. And I'm very, very happy with this. I think it looks very good. I wonder what you think. I also wonder what you think about the pattern. I really love this with these little puffy bits of orange in the center. Very beautiful and very natural. So yeah, let me think what you think, if you like it, and we see each other for my next video. And by the way, I will link this mold into my description box. Take care, guys. Bye bye.